Hi, welcome to Sports Talk Weekly. Here with Todd Howard, I'm Rick Riley. Congratulations to Trevor Hoffman on his 500th career save. In the past, he has always been generous, donating memorabilia to the Hall of Fame, and this milestone was no different. He gave them multiple items, including the game ball, his jersey, his spikes, and his jock and cup. Wowzers, I hope he washed it. In other baseball news, Jason Giambi has been told by Major League Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig that he has to speak with Senator Mitchell regarding his investigation on steroid use in baseball. This coming after an interview Giambi gave with USA Today stating, "Steroids and all that was part of history. That stuff didn't help me hit home runs." Really? And I'm sure it didn't help you get a contract that's as bloated as you've become, Giambi. The Yankees are interested in voiding Giambi's contract because they were led to believe they were signing a healthy, drug-free player. Wow! Anyone with eyes could see Giambi had become a shadow of his former David Banner self and transformed into the monster he is today. Now it's time for the question of the day.
More annoying female athlete who hasn't won a thing, golfer Michelle Wie or IRL driver Danica Patrick?
Is anyone else as sick of Danica Patrick as I am? I mean, if she was a man who had not won a race in 36 races, no one would be talking about her. She tried to pass Dan Weldon and went off the track, then shoved him after the race like it was his fault. Danica, stop blaming everyone else because you can't win. You blamed your car, you blamed your team, and now your fellow drivers. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that annoying voice, and I know you think it was so hot, but here's a little info for you. You're not. Annika Sorenstam gave it to Michelle Wie for dropping out of a tournament due to injury and then practicing a few days later. Wie responded with a slurred, half-assed speech about how she would have left earlier, but her competitive spirit kept her in it until she couldn't physically continue. Who cares? Why are we listening to a teenager who has never won a pro tournament flapper yapper? The only Wii I care about is made by Nintendo. The media should stop giving this spoiled little brat attention until she actually accomplishes something. And Michelle, maybe you should spend some of your millions of dollars on elocution lessons. Roger Clemens finally made his 2007 debut with the Yankees this week. The Baseball Tonight B team that analyzed his performance after the game looked a lot like the B team Pirates he faced. Where's Carl and Crucky? Seriously, he gave up 3 earned in 6 innings against a cup of coffee team, and everyone is praising his performance. His near $1 million start price tag should warrant 15 wins for a partial season effort, but I seriously doubt he will do that against real AL teams. Let's see how he does with a 4.5 or so ERA against the likes of Santana or Beckett or Holiday or even Kazmir. This week, the Anaheim Ducks won the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in their history. I was growing up in Southern California at the time of the Ducks' inception, and I wasn't a fan of the name or the fact that Disney owned the team. I especially despised when Tinkerbell came on the TV and tapped players on the head with her magic wand after they scored a goal. That didn't last long. But they built quite a few good teams over the years, and nobody cared because they were too busy getting nose jobs or fake boobs or auditioning for a B-movie. California is not exactly big market hockey territory. Unless Gretzky's on the Kings. Which probably explains why NBC got its lowest primetime rating in the history of the network for several of the games. They were beat out by Build a Better Burger and Mama's Family reruns. Maybe Gary Bettman could arrange for Mama's Family to be aired during intermissions. Or maybe NBC could sign Vicki Lawrence to do color commentary. Mama's Family, wow. And we leave you with What the F?
ESPN. What the F?
ESPN, your lack of coverage of the NHL these days is unacceptable considering how many games you used to televise. Hip checks, baby! 2 minutes of Barry Melrose talking all Canadian is supposed to suffice the hockey fans who you enticed to follow the sport during the 90s? Hockey night, man. Remember Wednesday night? NHL tonight? I'm sure Dan Patrick and drunken Chris Berman and the other nondescript guy remember that. It's the cup, man. What the F? More airtime was spent on spelling bees and the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. Seriously. Come on, ESPN. Drop the car racing crap because the redneck audience you were trying to attract won't pay your bills. They can't even pay their own. And and stop trying to feed me soccer. If I wanted to watch a bunch of Latinos running as fast as they can, I'd go to the border of Mexico and California with a bag of chips and a 12-pack. Let's get back to pushing hockey games like they were Yankees Red Sox and bring the fans back. That's gonna do us for tonight. Until next time, I'm Todd Howard. And I'm Rick Riley. Good night and good luck. You're gonna need it.